me. It is the 4th of April and I am kicking things up a gear. About 10 months ago, I made the decision to start another business. Now, I am someone who already has a business, a full-time job, and a contractual job, and a very busy social life as well. As if I didn't have enough things to do, I decided to take on another business. And I have just been on holiday, and I've come back, logged into my day job a few days ago, and realized I'm not ready to stay the same person that I was before I went on holiday. So we're kicking things up a gear, and that is what we are doing right now, right here. Let's go. So I'm Zoe. I am helping people fall in love with life, and I'm doing that myself. I have been doing that myself for years, building a life for myself that I can truly love. So that's what I'm here doing on the internet, working with people, and just what I want to instill every time I meet someone is just have that little bit of flair to help people just fall in love with life. And so I want to start a daily vlog series of just taking you on this adventure as I step into a new season of my own life. I used to be a teacher back in 2015. When I started that, I moved out to Peru. It was not quite spontaneous, but I did go to Peru for 3 months. That turned into a full-time job offer. I took said job, went back, finished my degree and took said job, and ended up living in Peru for 4 or 5 years. I absolutely loved it. It was an unintentional return to the UK thanks to the wonderful pandemic, but when I came back to the UK, I didn't want to go back to teaching. Don't get me wrong, I loved working with the kids, I loved working with the family, but it's all the extra stuff of being a teacher that I did not love. And it was starting to greatly outweigh the satisfaction and joy that I got from teaching with kids and working with families. To that point where I thought, okay, we're not teaching anymore. So I changed my career. I started a coaching business to help people change careers as I was doing myself, went through whole coaching certification, worked with clients free to begin with, as you do, to get that certification and also that experience and confidence in myself that I knew what I was doing, and what I was doing was actually what I wanted to do. It was helping people change to something that really lit them up, help them fall in love with Mondays again. And then I started a job, a full-time job that was only meant to be 2 months. Was only meant to be in that job for 2 months, and I am still at that job 5 years later. Well, this is my 5th year, so it's not fully been 5 years yet. And I'm still there. Again, similar to teaching, I love the people that I work with, but We're starting to approach that seesaw chain. Now, that's not why I started this business that I am here documenting the build of right now. This business is a travel business, which I'll get to in a bit. But I started this business because there was a lot of redundancies going along in my day job. And I had always had my day job on the side of my businesses because it's a secure thing to do. You know, you get a secure salary every single month. It's safe, responsible. And then redundancies just happen, and I just kept seeing colleagues. Fortunately, I never got axed and got included in that redundancy pool, but it was a fear that started descending on me that all of a sudden this safe, responsible option of having a day job wasn't that. So I started this business. Now, I started a travel business because I personally love travel. I've traveled a lot in my lifetime. It's had a wonderful effect on my own mental health, which I will share in a different video. It's not the purpose of this one. Just want to talk about why I started and what we're doing here with this vlog series. And it's something that was very much up my alley, something that I genuinely really loved and felt like I could do. And here I am, almost a year later, feeling really embedded in the business, really confident in the business, comfortable with the business, enjoying the business, and I'm starting to get the feeling that I want to do it more. So, what I want to start documenting is that growth. At the start of this year, it's 4th of April today, at the start of this year, back in January, I think it would have been like the 5th or the 6th of January, somewhere around there, I did a 90-day all-in sprint. Now, I went back because I did record a few videos, and I kept on using language like, oh, this will be a fun experiment, I'll see how it goes, and it was very much passive language. It was meant to be an all-in sprint where I was going to put all of my energy in it, but I was using language like experiment, see how it goes, very passive, very hands-off, very much like I'll take action, but we're just experimenting, so if it doesn't work, that's not on me, it was just an experiment. And I think I didn't get the results that I wanted in this 90-day sprint because of that. Because I was too passive, because I was not willing to put my ego on the line and really do something bold and scary. I got results, don't get me wrong, I did get results, but nowhere near the level of results I could have gotten had I truly gone all in. So, we're gonna do something different, and we're planning that. Has this been up the whole time? Oh well. We're raw. So this 90-day sprint, I'm going to take the weekend off to plan exactly what it's going to look like, and you and I were going to do that. We're doing that together. I want to really, really challenge myself with this 90-day sprint. So I want to start it on Monday coming, so the 6th of April, which will run to the 5th of July, if I've done my maths correctly. I think that's right. There or thereabouts, before my birthday, essentially. And I'm going to call this 90-day sprint 90 days to 10k. Am I there in the business? No. Now, what do I mean by 10k? I mean 10k cash, not 10k sales, not 10k gross, not 10k whatever. 10k cash out of my bank account, into the business bank account. That is what I mean by 10k. 10k pounds of income produced not from the day job. That's an important caveat, not from the day job. So any part of my business, any area, income stream that I have in my business that I've already established, any of those income streams, 10K from there. That is what I mean. So that is what you and I are going to spend the weekend planning. Probably going to be spending today to talk a little bit more about why. Talking about the why a lot today. And then I think tomorrow we will talk about what a little bit more. Today's just why. We're keeping it nice and simple with why. But first, let's get some caffeine. Because we're still catching up from the holiday hubbub that was March. March was incredible, which is probably what's fired me up so much, but we'll get into that at a different point. Let's get planning.
To 5 before I was full-time in network marketing, and I built my business in a 5 to 9 in the morning, and before the world woke up, before I had to go to work, and we didn't have the IMV at that time, and honestly that was a struggle for me to be up at 5 building my business while everybody else was still asleep. So I think the fact that people have people pouring into them, and the second thing on this is we're reading books that you're all capable of reading in your own time, but the difference here is we are applying the lessons in those books to how you can build your business, and that's the most powerful part of this. We've been there, we've walked through the fire, and the books are useful, but we actually give you application that you can put into your business to scale, and to have that first thing in the morning before all of the things go wrong and the kids wake up and the boss is on your back is invaluable, and it's been invaluable in shifting a lot of people's mindsets.
To shift your mind, and we come with the same in an affluent lifestyle, and then be the adult of my friendship group who was the one who...
Well, I have you balanced precariously on a light up panda. But I wanted to talk a little bit more about my why. Of course, I have like a lot of personal goals that I want the why for the next 90 days. Oh, you fell over. Hold on. I'll fix you. Here we go. Is that better? Is that better? Okay. Hope you stay there. But obviously I have a lot of personal reasons on my why I want to really be taking this business up a notch and going all in should have been the first 90 days. Why I want to sprint for these 90 days running for 10K. Why do I want to do that? Of course, I've got lots of personal goals for that. But I want to talk a little bit more about the impact that I want to be having with this business. I talked briefly about how travel has had such a positive impact on my mental health, and it has. It was something that really took me out of a hole back in my university days, and I'm very grateful for travel for that. So with this business, whenever I started this in June, I set a goal that by the end of 2026, which is this year, I would want to have made enough profit to be able to donate £5,000 to mental health charities. What those mental health charities are, I haven't quite decided yet. I want to do some local, smaller charities as well as the big hitters like Mind and Samaritans. So that is one of the impacts that I want this business in general to have, is having a positive impact on people's mental health. I have lost people in my life due to poor mental health, taking their own lives. So it's very important. Men's mental health in particular is incredibly important. Another thing that I want with this business is to have a hand in supporting people to fall in love with their own lives. I want to actually be walking with people and giving them this vehicle to say yes to more of what they want to do in life, that they don't feel like they have to be saying no to everything because they can't, or this, that, or the other. So I really love the business that I've chosen, because it gives me the opportunity to give that to people, to give that opportunity to people to build something of their own that allows them to have a completely different life, and a life that they truly, truly love. In these 90 days, I would want to support 10 people hit a certain level where they have actual passive income guaranteed month in, month out. So as well as my 90 days for my own personal reasons, that is what I really want to do. Life is far too short for the shoulds, wishes, and regrets. None of that. I want people to love the life that they are living now. Not hoping for one day, maybe if, wouldn't it be nice? No. Actually, tangibly, objectively love their life. So I'm excited about that. I've just been writing a bunch of notes. Obviously, visibility is going to be really important to find the people who are ready for this opportunity. Of course, I believe that everybody could benefit from this, but not everybody is ready to work on it. This business is incredibly simple, but it is efforts-based. So whilst it is very simple, it takes work to get results. So I know that everybody can do it. Whether everybody wants to do it is a completely different impact. So I need to be visible. So I've written a ton of ways to be more visible and talk to more people, because that's going to be key, is talking to people, actually having a conversation and seeing how I can support them. Where are they saying no right now, and how can this business really support them in saying yes to what they want? So there's my little update. I had a little call with some of the top income earners in the business, and they were sharing a bit more about their experience and good habits that they formed, why they started, what kind of results they're seeing now, years into the business. And it just helps me put into perspective what's possible. And they're honestly, when I came into this was just something to help fuel my travel fund and be a nice little extra add-on on the side piece, so that I have something, to rely on in case I get made redundant. But actually seeing the impact that they're having on people's lives, their own lives, their loved ones' lives, that's what I want more of. It's what I want more of, so let's get the work in, right? I've also just realised I have not had lunch yet. It's 2:30 in the afternoon, so I'm gonna go fix that now. Oh my goodness, today has just flown by. Oh my goodness, there we go. That's better. So, first day of this vlog. I have no idea how well I've done in the actual vlogging side of things, but I'll find out whenever I start editing, I suppose. But I've enjoyed doing it. It's been fun to just check in and share a little bit of why I am doing this and what I'm what I am trying to build here and what kind of impact I'm wanting to have. It's really important, if you are building something or if you're making any sort of changes in your life, that you're clear on why it is that you're doing what you're doing. So it's been really good starting with that, sharing what that is. The what isn't always important if your why isn't important. Your what could be the best thing in the world, but if you're doing it for something that doesn't really matter, or isn't going to motivate you, or isn't going to keep you up at night until you've gotten what it is that you're wanting to get done, then it's kind of irrelevant. I am so passionate about living my own life in a way that I enjoy my own life, and Does that mean that I'm going to have bad days? Of course it means that I'm going to have bad days. It's life. Life is up and down. Like, what I'm trying to build, falling in love with life, isn't about having a perfect life where every single day I feel like 100%, because that is not reality. What I'm trying to do, what I am doing, is building a life that I love because I'm saying yes to what it is that I want. I'm not holding myself back. I'm not playing small. I'm not shrinking myself down to fit the approval of people in my life, but I'm choosing to live life on my own terms, however I choose to do that. And with this business, the why is to allow others to be doing that in their own lives as well. Because that's what's important, you know? Like, yes, it's great that I'm doing this for myself, but the best part of it is the people along the way. I started this business back in June of last year, and I can honestly tell you that the people that I've met in that time, also doing this business alongside me, are people I can see myself continuing to grow this business with, but just growing in life with the kind of challenges that we face together in terms of life challenges, and just how businesses interacted with life is so unique. Like, the people, seeing others succeed, seeing people cheer for you or support you or motivate you whenever you're not really feeling it, that's a whole different level. And whilst I'm still in my early days here, I have I'm in a team of 160 people, my own team, my own specific team of people. It's just me and one other person right now, and I'm looking forward to building it because I am benefiting from being in a team and having that support and community around me. I can't wait to have that community that I can support and pour into myself. And that is what this upcoming 90-day challenge is all about. Can't remember if I actually mentioned that. If not, I'll talk about it more tomorrow. So yeah, I just want to say thank you for joining me on this day one of this random video vlog of me just building this business. These are my adventures, and I'm walking into April with such a bigger mindset of any other month this year. March was crazy for travel. I visited 6 different countries, all bearing in mind I still work a full-time job and I'm fixed with annual leave, but I'm making it work and I'm enjoying it so much. Yeah, I can't wait to share more of this with you. It's going to be so much fun. It's going to be so much fun. Yeah, this is just the beginning. And if you're watching this, you are here at the beginning of something that's so much fun and it's incredible. I'd love to have you part of it as well. So if you're watching, let me know. Let me know I'm not just talking to myself here. But yeah, for now I'll leave you be, and I will catch you tomorrow. Let's do this. Like, this feels like, alright, so if there are any OG YouTube consumers out there, you will get this. This feels very like Fun for Louie back in the day vibes. Fun for Louie used to put out daily vlogs. He was a full-time travel vlogger, full-time YouTuber. He still is full-time, but he doesn't do the daily anyway. But this is what he did for years, and I used to watch that, wishing that I was doing that. Anyway, sorry. Tangent. You're gonna get used to those, I think. I'm gonna stop talking now. I'm gonna go to bed. I'm still quite tired from all of the travel from March, so I'll catch you tomorrow.